The law of attraction is not wrong. It is just incomplete. And the part it got wrong is the most important part. Millions of people made vision boards, visualized, affirmed, manifested, and most of them are still waiting. Not because the universe isn't listening, because they were working with the surface level description of something that goes much, much deeper. Einstein figured out the real version. And he wasn't talking about manifestation, he was talking about gravity. Here's something most people don't know about how gravity actually works. The Earth doesn't pull the moon towards it. There is no invisible rope, no force reaching across space, grabbing things and dragging them in. What actually happens is this: the Earth is so massive that it bends the fabric of space-time around it. And the moon, just following the natural path through that curved space, ends up in an orbit. The moon isn't attracted to the Earth. It's following the shape of this space the Earth created. That distinction it's everything. The law of attraction says like attracts like. Think the right thoughts, feel the right feelings, and what you want comes to you. The physics version says something different. You don't attract your reality. You curve the space it moves through. People don't come into your life because you visualize to them. They follow the path that your mass created. Opportunities don't appear because you affirmed them. They follow the curvature of who you actually are. And here's the part that changes everything. You cannot fake mass. The Earth doesn't visualize its gravitational field. It doesn't affirm its orbit. It just is what it is. And the space around it curves accordingly. The law of attraction got corrupted into a vending machine model. Put in the right thoughts, get out the right results, which is why it doesn't work for most people, because they were trying to change the orbit without changing the mass. Your actual mass, your real gravitational field, isn't what's on your vision board. It's not the affirmations you say in the mirror. It's the beliefs living in your body. The ones you don't say out loud. The ones that bend your perception of every room you walk into before you've ever said a single word. If you carry the belief that you're behind, that you're not enough, that this won't work, then that is your mass, and everything in your field curves towards that conclusion. Not because the universe is against you, because your mass is bending the space. You cannot vision board your way to a different gravitational field. The visualization was never the mechanism. It was always the mass. And the mass is what you actually believe, not what you want to believe. This is why charisma can't be faked. Charisma is a mass. It's the curvature of the space around a person. You felt it. You walk into a room with someone who has it and something shifts. You start moving toward them without deciding to. They're not attracting you. They're not using techniques. They curved the space. You followed the path. And this is why manipulation always eventually fails. Manipulation is trying to pull. It's pretending to have mass you don't have. And people feel the difference. Maybe not immediately, but they feel it. Because you can feel when a path is natural and when you're being dragged. Krishnamurti had so much mass that people flew from around the world to sit in a field and listen to him. He didn't market himself. He didn't run ads. He just was what he was in the space curved. If mass is what creates the field, what builds mass? Not visualization, not affirmation, not positive thinking. Honesty about exactly where you are. Because you cannot build real mass from a false position. A planet doesn't pretend to be bigger than it is. It exerts exactly the gravitational force its actual size creates. Action, because action produces information, and information is how mass gets refined. You don't think your way to greater mass, you move, you observe what curves you adjust. In the removal of false mass, the beliefs, the identities, the conditioning that create curvature you didn't choose and don't want. Because unexamined mass still bends the field. Are you following? Unexamined mass still bends the field. Mass that you might not be aware that you have. I hope you're following me. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing. So unexamined mass still bends the field, just not in the direction you think you're going. So the question was never, what do I need to attract? It was always, what do I need to be? Not become. What do I need to be? The law of attraction identified something real. There is a relationship between what you are and what moves towards you. That part is true. It just described the mechanism wrong. It said attraction when it meant curvature. It said visualize when it meant be. It said think differently when it meant be different. Einstein wasn't doing self-help, but he described the operating system underneath it more accurately than anyone in the self-help space ever has. You are not attracting your reality, you are curving the space it moves through. That changes everything about how you work on yourself. We are just getting started, my friends.